What's up, all connoisseurs of fiction? It's me, Full0Grace.
It's me, Wendy V.
And this is Ike. I think you're just going to be, like, maybe joining us from, like, now on, possibly? Who knows? So...
We haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah. So, this is SG1, Season 1, Episode 5, I believe? Yeah, 5. Last time, we had... Mayans, I believe it was? Either it was the Minoans or the Mayans. One of the two. I can't remember.
I can't...
Started with an M. It definitely started with an M.
I just remember there being a lot of bulls.
There were a lot of bulls.
True. And also that horrible headpiece.
Yes.
There was that headpiece.
The problem is we didn't see much of their architecture, like the outsides of the buildings.
We had one like far off kind of view that came up every once in a while.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big. It wasn't that important.
Yeah, so we didn't see any like big Mayan architecture.
It wasn't the main focus of the episode, to be perfectly honest. So.
And we had cavemen.
The touched.
We
had
that
situation.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, they had the light side of the planet and the dark side of the planet and all that stuff.
Light side of the planet, dark side of the planet. We had the touched and their infection.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to see how they fought said infection with science.
And we got to meet Dr. Fraser.
Yes.
I love her so much. Favorite doctor of all time. She's amazing. This episode. I'm going to put it over here now. I hate this episode. That's all I'm going to say. Anything else?
I'm good.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, let's take a quick look around the gate before we move out to find SG9.
SG9.
Can't be that far.
Oh.
I don't know. This Stargate is literally out in the middle of nowhere. I doubt it plays an active role in anybody's culture.
Oh no, he got
Guys?
separated.
He didn't leave.
Okay, don't you. Very sound advice. Colonel O'Neill. Lieutenant Connor. All right, come on.
Takes a lot to burn a body down to that much. Plus, there's a lot of bones in there.
I need to know what happened.
Captain Hansen did that to Frakes.
What?
We're trying to get back through the gate. We were trying to warn Command about what's really going on. The people here, they believe he's their god. Because you came through the Stargate. No, you don't get it. Hansen believes it too.
Funzo.
Connor? He wants you to take Connor back through the Stargate.
No, sir.
No, sir. Now I need someone to report back to the General, and that is you.
No, sir.
No, sir? Does it say Colonel anywhere on my uniform?
Why is everyone saying no? Like, does no one respect the chain of command?
Right.
You were right. They sent SG1. But when we first met the cave dwellers, they immediately bowed down to us.
That's a fairly common phenomenon.
Except Hansen didn't deny it. Told us it might be safer if we allowed them to believe he was their god for a while.
You were okay with that?
Frakes was our anthropologist. He agreed with Hansen that it might be safer after that.
You're saying
Why were
that's
they
what
gone
sets
so
on
long
the
and
edge
no
of
one
the
came to
sun?
look?
It wasn't.
Oh yeah, we
If it
went on a
was,
trip and we didn't come back.
Frakes could have seen it.
Right.
Done something about it before. He had them tied to stakes and left out in the direct sunlight. If they lived 7 days, they were alive back in the caves. Giant bleeding burns all over them. Just took them a little longer to die.
That's kind of borderline psychotic.
Borderline. It is.
Religion is an interesting thing to play with.
It is.
Especially when it comes to...
Claim you're a god.
Yeah. When it comes to humans and their stake on religion. Obviously, this is an extremist point of view on religion, but...
Mm-hmm. Why does the lighting suck so bad?
We got company. Sure.
Pretty sure. Oh, lovely.
Have you ever seen fire staff weapon?
No. I mean, I think I did with a different reaction you guys did.
It appears they are gone.
Connor?
Oh, shit. Work hard, smack off. Someone's go back to that Stargate and be like, hey, we have a situation here.
The temple is taking too long to build.
Right.
They're working as hard as they can, but not as long as they can. Divide them into shifts, day and night.
You can't.
What?
They'll die. Sacrifice.
What did you see in him?
I don't know. I guess I've always had a soft spot for the lunatic fringe. He was charming.
Well, that's typical of our government's evaluation of soldiers. The crazier they are, the more extreme a situation they seem to be put into.
Oh, you don't have full context. That was bad.
Apparently not.
I'm trying really hard to avoid the subject of narcissistic people right now, because...
Not yet.
For those of you who don't know, I have a history with people like that. Not dating-wise, but just like family-wise, and I have strong opinions on this guy and this episode so much.
Where are you going?
I can just stay here and watch him beat that man to death.
You will be captured.
Uh-huh.
Then you think that's a plan?
Daniel, I can get to Hanson. That's what the colonel was talking
Been there,
about.
done that, how to go last time.
Gets back.
The man could be dead by then.
She has a good heart, but the problem is she doesn't know when to act.
Not to act.
Exactly.
That, and you're not thinking something straight, it's an abusive ex. This is just going to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, wait.
Daniel. Never mind. It's probably our only way in without a firefight anyway.
True. Why is he surrounded by women?
Because we're not.
Well, it's about time. It's like a third world country in a bottle.
And you think you're saving?
Oh, I know I am.
Well, how does posing as a god and slowly working these people to death help?
I hate that word. Stop using it. I am not posing. It is a matter of definition. My people need me. They believe in me.
I don't like him. Just shoot him in the knee or the foot.
Exactly.
Killing their savior
You
might
can debilitate him
irritate the
without
Lord, but
killing
at least
him.
I'd be gone.
To his hand. It's right there.
Sam, I do not like how they did with Sam at the beginning of the show. The most part they gave her was what happened in the third episode where she had a fight to the death and didn't actually kill him. That's the most she had.
They tried to aim for the girl boss thing, and then they
Failed.
Miserably.
Kill me, please don't. Jonas said you would come. Devils with power like him here to destroy us.
No, we're not devils or men like yourself.
Is he Jaffa?
Yes.
Don't kill me.
No, it's okay. He's friendly. See? Smiling friendly. Work on it.
Work on that one, bud.
How do you know he is Jaffa? Have you seen one before?
See, he's not a god. He's just a man. A crazy man, granted, but...
If we finish the temple, Jonas will make the sky orange. It will be safe to come out in the light. There will be no more sickness.
Sky? Orange? You know what he's talking about?
I believe so.
Please stop using biblical things for your own purposes. Again, I have history with abusive, narcissistic man. He took the Bible and twisted it for his own purposes.
Come here. The device I saw appeared to turn the sky orange.
The cave paintings tell of this. They show this symbol.
Looks like something the ghouls left behind. What I've gathered from the local folklore is that the ancient gods used it to make the sky orange to protect the people from the sun sickness.
Some sort of shield. You never cared about my coming here because you wanted me, Jonas. You just wanted me to figure out how to turn this thing on for you.
You will agree to be my goddess.
That's gross.
That is gross.
And this is why you break up with this kind of guy.
Not failed one word of his good promises.
can turn on this device, we could seriously undermine Hansen's power.
There's a problem with your plan, Daniel. But there must be two.
What are you talking about?
The shield technology involves a force field being bounced back and forth between two devices.
I've only seen one in his cave.
Don't you know? You never skip the party.
Basic D&D here, guys.
Have you ever watched Scooby-Doo? You always split up the group.
Scooby-Doo is this whole other realm. It is required. Whereas in most real-life situations, or
Never split the party.
never do that.
This is like solid rock. We'll never be able to get through this.
Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Stand aside.
Yeah, you.
I love how Jada's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Why is it a perfect circle, though?
Because there was already a door. There was a door. They couldn't figure out how to lift it.
Just hope it still functions. Think we can pick up the pace a little here? Hey, how you doing? You know, we'd love to stick around, but some brain-dead sycophant left my buddy out here to die. So we're out of here. Ow.
Ah, come on.
If it works, I'll spare him.
It's beautiful. Everyone's being forced together at the circle of the gods.
Stargate.
We will bury the doorway that brings forth demons who threaten to undo us. But first, I will send those evil undoers who have already invaded our world back to the hell from whence they came.
And then seriously, I think about the fact that, like,
I'm sending them back to Earth.
Without sending the signal to open the iris, they'll die.
Wait! Stop! Back away!
I like this guy.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Fix it. It's a machine. I can make it work, and so can you.
Oh.
that is almost entirely sci-fi.
Oh, no. You're not escaping. We're going to send you through.
Yeah, you.
I so called it.
Yeah, you did. Dead.
And you do.
Sorry, not sorry. Iris is open.
Tell
That would
Six to think
hurt
the
like
world won't be
so
back.
bad. You're
Right.
coming, you're falling, free falling through the Stargate, and suddenly you're going horizontally.
Exactly.
Ow.
I had the chance to end this, Colonel. He literally asked me to do it.
Killing a man is no badge of honor, Captain. So you gonna be alright?
Yes.
I vote he's leader.
The world outside the caves. It's very big, yes?
Yeah, it's bigger than you can imagine.
This was an episode. This was a
certainly
thing.
an episode.
That was a thing. I really don't feel like I should talk about this at all. Because as I was saying earlier, I personally have some experience with a narcissistic, don't like him, didn't like him, who took the Bible and used it to be like, oh, he basically turned a group of people into a cult. Yes, I have experience with this. Not good. I really don't want to talk about it. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Because if you want to talk about this, you can. I'll just be over here going,
I mean, not really. I basically touched on all I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about. How it very much mirrors the whole bit with Egypt and all of that in the Bible. Yeah. I'm not even going to touch too deeply on that because it's been a minute.
This episode was a bit much. It was a thing. It was just a thing.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
And I think it's interesting that they touched on something like that. That they touched on, like, well, what if somebody actually took the whole God thing too far?
True. Because every time they go to the Stargates, they're like, oh, the gods are
the
back.
gods are back.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yes.
Mm.
And it makes total sense because their gods do look human.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting that they did touch on that. And I think it's interesting that they made, like, drawbacks to the actual Bible. I think that was an interesting choice.
Fair.
Especially considering how it all looked and how it all very much resembled Egypt and the whole let my people go nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
I also want to talk about, I just talked about it during the episode, but I'm going to bring it up again. Stop treating Sam like that, please. It was really annoying.
If you're gonna do the girl boss thing, go all out.
And if you're going to have a female character, and she's a soldier, treat her like a soldier, please.
They went with a strong female lead, and
she's smart.
it
I'll give her that.
works.
She is very smart. But build on that. She's a soldier.
The problem is
She has served in war, and she has served out. She has killed people before in the line of fire. She has served our country. Treat her like one, please.
the problem is they're taking the woman thing a little too far, and the whole the woman has the least amount of brains kind of thing.
Which is ironic because she's a smart one.
Exactly.
Balance.
Because
There's no balance.
Exactly. There's no balance. They don't know where to take it. They
Yet.
have her
They
talking about.
improve.
They have her talking about physics and science one day, then being an anthropologist the next day, then the next day she's running headfirst into danger without thinking about it. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, she's a soldier. Second of all, just because she's a woman doesn't mean she doesn't have a line of thought.
And they don't exactly honor the chain of command that much, to be perfectly honest in this. Like, no, sir. And he's like, no. Is this not, is my rank not on my uniform anywhere?
I think it's hilarious, and I think
Oh,
it's
so
totally
funny.
fitting for SG1 at the very least.
True.
For the other
True.
SG teams,
Mm.
maybe not.
I actually
but
don't know how many teams there are. I think the highest we forgot was SG12, I think, at some point.
Fair. Love that.
Is there anything you wanted to talk about, or are you just like, I exist?
I just exist right now. You guys,
Gotcha.
you guys have said a lot. So
You're covering all the bases. Look, you're
got it.
just gonna sit back here, watch the episode.
hey, I'll do the exact opposite of what they're doing with Sam in the show. All right, I'll let you guys take the front. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So
So appreciate
honored.
it. But after all, we are the experts on YouTube right now.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, guys. I'm Full0Grace.
I'm Wendy V.
This is Ike. We had a blast. See y'all next time.
Bye.